Oh, this looks so. Where's my people, my people, my people? Good night, everybody. Roll call. Labor rights, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to Munchie B Talks Politics. I am your girl, Munchie B. Marjorie, Shane, Nicole, please share the live. Let them know Top Shutter is back. Let them know that Top Shutter is back. What can I cock up something in my head, guys? Yeah, just something like me here normally, you know, I'm not really sure. I'll cock up something in there. Guys, please share the live. Good night, good night, good night. Rock on coming. Let me bell there. Oh. Anybody see me bell? Okay, okay. Rock on coming, rock on coming. Rock on coming, guys. Spread the word, spread the word. Rock on coming. Well, yes, man, and I couldn't find my bell a while ago. Rock on coming, rock on coming, rock on coming. Rock on coming, labor rights, roll call. Oh, guys, gonna share the live. Share up the live, guys, and let them know Top Shutter is back. Share up the live, guys. Let them know Top Shutter is back. Oh my gosh. Roll call, labor rights, roll call. And Joelness name a call. Juliet Oldness name a call. Share the live, guys. Yes, Marlon. Roll call, labor rights, roll call. Labor rights, look here. We're not itch tonight, you know. We have nothing to talk, but we're not itch tonight. First of all, guys, we want to say a big congratulations to our Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Brogard Holness, for an excellent presentation, excellent budget presentation with figure, with everything, a breakdown of how our tax dollars will be spent. No, I didn't get the chance. No, Marlon, I am home. I didn't get the chance to come online the night of the debate to, you know, discuss it. But a whole heap of labor rights got through it, and the labor rights have been doing a very, very good job on social media. Then Friday, I know me, I forgot my nephew graduation, because everybody will know me, knows me talk about my nephew every single day. Like, it's a package, so I don't know me never available Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I don't know me day off. I do not, you know, we just take the day off. Anyway, welcome. Now, guys, I am going to talk about a little about my Prime Minister budget presentation, even though it was very, very clear and simple, down to the dunce can't understand it, because the Prime Minister never used no word where we couldn't understand. The Prime Minister never done a phrase where we couldn't understand. Our Prime Minister was very, very clear and precise and very articulate, and we understand everything what our Prime Minister say. We trust what our Prime Minister plan to do with our money, and we are right with it. But guys, I'm going to start my program tonight by talking about Mark Jefferson Golding. Come here, Mark Golding. Come here. Come here, Mark Golding. Now, guys, ever since me I follow up politics from me born in the late 80s, all through the 90s with Percival and the 4 year with Portia, Mark Golding is the liest, classless, uncivilized, unprincipled opposition leader in the history of Jamaica. Let me repeat that. Guys, from Ibana of sense and me follow up politics. Mark Jefferson Golden, guys, has been the most uncivilized, unprincipled, lies, unscrupulous opposition leader in the history of Jamaica. Guys, Mark Golden lies so. Mark Golden lies so, labor right? Mark Golden sit down and fix him face and I tell them level of lie and dishonesty in our country. Me say the way Mark Golden lie no labor right, it is frightening. It is frightening the way Mark Jefferson Golden lie and Mark Golden tell lie with his face straight. How can a man be so worthless and lie and classless and scrupulous? Jesus, peace. Guys, it is frightening. Now, ever since Mark Jefferson Golden became the opposition leader, Mark Golden has been telling lies after lies after lies after lies after lies. Make up story after make up story after make up story. Misleading, disingenuous. I don't know which one to put some word in the chat or me can use to describe Mark Jefferson Golden. Me say the man is uncouth. Me say every time Mark Jefferson Golden open his mouth is another lie. First of all, Mark Golden start lie from day one. Remember, Mark Golden told us that he was born in Jamaica. We still can't see no birth paper. Remember, Mark Golden tell we say he used Jamaica passport travel and he had to get a visa. Turn out that was a lie. He just got a Jamaican passport 2 years ago. Mark Jefferson Golden tell the people of Jamaica he has nothing to hide, yet still his asset is hidden away in a foreign trust. Remember in 2022, when the government of Jamaica and members of the opposition leader, led by Mark Jefferson Golden and Juliad Robinson, sat privately with Dr. Clark and discussed the salary increase for the parliamentarian. When the people of Jamaica, the backlash started, Mark Golden drought himself and pretend like he never heard the story there before. Flip-flop, lie. Same thing he did with the Road Traffic Act. Who remember the Road Traffic Act when the PNP was a part of the committee that sat and discussed the laws and everything and the fees and everything? And when the backlash started again, Mark Golden drought himself like he don't know nothing about it. Is Mark Golden so lie? Mark Golden so lying and scrupulous. Mark Jefferson Golden, why are you so lying dishonest? Every time Mark Jefferson Golden open his mouth is another Nancy story. Is another makeup story. And me say Mark Golden tell lie with his face stiff like when you spray start shirt. Mark Golden go America when he go beg money and gone over and tell the people them say all the media houses are aligned to the government. Me hear Mark Golden pang video and tell the PNP people say the government of Jamaica and the ministers took a huge salary increase in totally omit himself. Why Mark Jefferson? Then guys, can you imagine? Can you imagine what will happen to our country if Mark Jefferson Golden is the prime minister? Can you imagine what would happen to us if Mark Jefferson Golden has to represent us in the international media? The man let me say Mark Golden you lie more than Donald Trump. Jesus. No man, it is frightening. Mark Golden stood up in Parliament and Mark Golden said the government is amending the Constitution to take away the rights from the opposition. The government is amending the Constitution so the opposition don't have any say. And the government is amending the Constitution so the Prime Minister is the only one who have the privilege to choose the president. Even though Mark Golden sent 2 sitting ducks and the committee who represented him. Every single time Mark Jefferson Golden open his mouth, is just lies after lies after lies. How can we trust this man? How can we trust Mark Jefferson Golden? How can we trust a disingenuous man like this? Every time Mark Jefferson Golden stand up to speak, is all garbage, all lies, all made up story. When me say, I tell somebody this morning for one live, guys. So when me hear Comrade Simon Kraskill say, when he hear Mark Golden stand up in a parliament and say the PNP is to be credited for the crime reduction, all him couldn't believe it. Comrade Simon Kraskill say all him couldn't believe say Mark Golden said it. And you know what Comrade Kraskill say? Comrade Kraskill say Mark Golden said it with a straight face. That is how dangerous he is. Mark Golden said the PNP should be credited for the crime reduction after the PNP took the government to court about NIDS. The PNP took the government to court about the SOE. The PNP get people to carry the government to court about locking up people and breaking in constitutional rights. Then Mark Golden stood in the parliament and fixed in lean mouth and tell the people of Jamaica that the People's National Party should be credited for the crime reduction. Really, Mark Jefferson Golden? Really, Mark Jefferson Golden? You are the liest person ever put on an orange shirt. Me say Percival is many things. I don't know. Me not give Percival no credit. Because I don't know Percival is my worst nightmare. But Percival corruption. Percival IDET. Percival FinSac. But I want to with Percival, Mark Jefferson Golden. Let me tell you this. Percival had class. Percival had decorum. He never have no integrity, He never have no honesty. But he had class and decorum. You, Mark Jefferson Golden, you don't have none. Every single time you stand up to talk, lies after lies after lies. Every time Mark Jefferson Golden open his mouth, he tell another Anansi story. Mark Jefferson Golden said the PNP should be credited for the fiscal policy in the country right now. The PNP who gave us FinSac. The PNP who gave us Outamany, the PNP who gave us Shell waiver scandal, the PNP who took the money for the gas that we got from Nigeria and yam out every single dollar, the PNP who ballooned the debt to over 120% of the debt to GDP. Mark Jefferson Golden said we should credit that same PNP. Oh, Mark Golden, you're joking. You're joking, Mark Golden. Guys, I had to start my life tonight. And labor rights, we have to be careful and be vigilant. Because every time Mark Jefferson Golden open his mouth to speak, all lies. I mean, I don't know if you don't notice this, but Mark Golden gone back to his original talking points. He's still going around the country now telling the people that 8 members of parliament is under investigation for illicit enrichment. He can't tell you which 8. He can't tell you where the report there, but that is the narrative him run with now. Oh, and government take youth salary increase and give public sector workers 20%. Even though Mark Jefferson Golden is the highest paid politician in the country. No, sir. It is serious. When me look at Mark Golden line, guys, the only person come to mind is Donald Trump. Only Donald Trump. We can almost change Mark Golden name now from Mark Golden to Baby Trump. Yes, we can change Mark Golden name now to Baby Trump. Now, and next thing I want to talk about, guys, is discretionary spending. I saw the word name, discretionary or discretion spending. Somebody type in the chat and tell me what name there. If a discretionary spending, come and say God for look up the proper word, guys. I want to know, say, me have to do my research. What is the word? Barrington, type and tell me what is the word. Is it discretionary spending or discretion spending? Discretionary. Thank you, guys. Now, when me do my little research with my little brain, because I'm not economist and I'm not financial analyst. My little research tell me, guys, that since the Jamaica Labour Party won the election, especially under Dr. Clark, we have been, every budget that the government table or every budget we bring to the people, we set aside a certain amount of money for discretionary spending. Now, when I did my survey and asked a couple people who know more than me, they explained to me, say, Munchibi, discretionary spending is like money where you put on for rainy day. Money where you put on in case of. That's what I heard. Discretionary spending, really have no, it's not like when you put your item, like you say, this is for grocery, this is for light, this is for water, this is for mortgage. What they explained to me is that is money for in case. Like, for example, when we had COVID, the money that we put aside for discretionary spending, we had to tap into that because the remittance cut off, and we gave out grants more than one time. Plus, we bought vaccine, plus we pay for quarantine, plus we get an app to track people, and we did a lot of things. So persons explained to me that Munchi, that money is what we use, the discretionary spending. And since Dr. Clark has been the Minister of Finance, he has been putting money aside for that, and we're running the budget so that we can have money for that. That has never happened under the People's National Party. Let me make that clear. That has never happened under Omar and Percival. That has never happened under Peter Phillips. When Peter Phillips was the finance minister, when Peter Phillips was running the country, because we know it's a proportion over 200%. When Peter Phillips was running the country, Peter Phillips implemented bank tax. He implemented all different type of tax because they did not know how to grow the economy and know how to get tax from the people of Jamaica. So they never run no budget where they had no discretionary spending. Now, why am I talking about discretionary spending now, guys? Now, when here, in 2022, Mark Golding told Dr. Clark to take 40 billion from the budget and give it to poor people that are PNP people when I want to work, so that they can buy fish back, they can buy chicken back, they can buy oil, and they can buy 41-inch bus down because the people of Jamaica is hungry. Dr. Clark respond and say, why we understand that inflation is high, why we understand that people is really struggling to eat 3 meat and 4 meat at Sunday daytime, we cannot spend money on those things because where Jamaica is situated, we can have a disaster at any time. And turn out that Dr. Clark was correct. Because we had burial, we had 9 months out of rain, and the discretionary money what we put aside, that was the money that we tapped into to help the people of Jamaica. Now, why am I talking about discretionary spending, labor rights? I heard, because me no listen to my guys, because me cannot take the lies. The other day when Percival had the little thing when keep, I sat and I listened to Percival. Yes, me know Percival misleading and take out the part when I fit in narrative, but I listened to Percival because for some reason, my stomach can't take Percival, my stomach can't take Mark Jefferson Golden. Because if I one thing me not like, I don't like a lion man. I don't like a lying man, and especially people who lie for no reason, and that is Mark Jefferson Golden. So, let me not stray. I don't know me easy to stray. Now, why am I talking about discretionary spending, labor rights? Damian Crawford was on a TikTok live over the weekend. And when the labor rights asked Damian Crawford where the PNP are going to get the money from for do all them run with it policies where Mark Jefferson Golin suggests, Damian said the government set aside $250 million for discretionary spending, and Mark Jefferson Golin and the PNP will spend that money. You hear that? You hear that? Mark Jefferson Golin and the PNP is planning to run a budget deficit because they now put on the money for discretionary spending, Because based on the amount of things what Mark Golin promised the people of Jamaica, there will be no money put aside for rainy day. We will go back to the days when we had Hurricane Ivan, when the people of Jamaica was in darkness for 3 months. We will go back to the days when we had Hurricane Matthew, when the people of Jamaica was in darkness for 3 months. We will go back to the days when the PNP had to call their friend, their Democratic friend, when they have in a Congress or when they have in the Senate, and up there beg like papas. That is what we will be going back under Mark Jefferson Golin and the People's National Party. Because Mark Jefferson Golin Labour Right is planning to run a budget deficit, and I miss it so, Damian Crawford said it. Damian Crawford said the PNP will spend the money that the government is putting aside for rainy day. When we ask Damian Crawford, where will the $52 billion come from to give every child in school a free lunch? Damian Crawford said discretionary spending, discretionary money. When we ask Damian Crawford, where will the money come from to provide vehicle for every single Jamaica in rural area? Damian Crawford said discretionary spending. When we ask Damian Crawford, where will the money come from to give every single one child from every family a tertiary education degree program, him say from the discretionary spending. When we ask him where will the money come from to make $2 million houses for PNP people in PNland and in Arnott Garden and in Augustown and in Backto, him say discretionary spending. So the People's National Party is planning to run a budget deficit. That is the plan of the People's National Party. And another thing, guys, about Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford said on the TikTok live that their government, the PNP government, will give scholarship regardless of the career path. So if 100 Pitney want to be a lawyer, regardless of the fact that we don't have any vacancy for lawyer, that is fine. We're going to pay for it. If 500 Pitney want the business administration, we're going to pay for it regardless of the fact that we don't need those type of people. Damian Crawford said if 2,000 Pitney want to do anything but we don't need, we still have to pay for it. And here and now, guys, hear what Damian Crawford said. After the government pay for these degrees, the people them can go on overseas, go work and send back remittance. Pass me not, O gentle Savior. Hear my humble cry. Damian Crawford say, after the government of the People's National Party pay for the children to go to university, they will not ban them to anything. They can go on overseas and send remittance home. So you know, she says that it's a second Cuba this, It's a second Cuba this Damian I come with, What about our economy? What about the future of our children? So let me ask Damian a question. Right now, we have shortages in specialist nurse, Mervis. We don't have no pathologists in the country. We don't have no surgical nurse in the country. We don't have no anesthesiologists in the country. But Damian is suggesting, guys, that we train these people with our tax dollar and then we send them, go send home remittance. How that help the country? How does that help the country to grow? What about the vacancies that we have here to fill? Who will fill these vacancies? Guys, I told you this before. Me reiterate it. The reason why Prime Minister Holness are dragging foot to sign the open border and the free movement in CARICOM is because our government do not want to continue to train our people of heart in art and then send them a Barbados go work, and then send them a Trinidad go work, and then send them a St. Vincent go work, and then send them a Guyana go work. That is not effective. That is not helping our country. That is not helping our economy. That is us growing other people's economy while ours is stagnant. How does that make sense? How does that benefit the country? Damian Crawford said they can go on and send back remittance. That is the policies of Michael Manley from the 1970s. Those are the Michael Manley policies. First of all, do we America mash up? Do we America mash up under President Trump? When they go America go work, they can't even pay their rent for them one room. At $1,800 for one room in a New York. How them a go pay rent and pay bills and send back themselves go work and then two pitney? How are they gonna do that and turn around and send back the money where they owe? We have to ban them. They have to stay in the country and work for at least 5 years. By the time they finish, another said come up to take their spot, said they want go on and can't go on. How can we be training people and send them overseas? How does that make sense? How does that make sense, Damian Crawford? The People's National Party under Mark Jefferson Golin and Damian Crawford and the likes of Andre Orton, they are bankrupt. Cliff, you said they are intellectually lazy. We want our country. We want our Jamaican to build our country. We don't want to train people and then send them go Barbados to build up me and Matley country. That doesn't make any sense. We want to have our young people working at the highest level in our country. We want to send our contractor and our architect and our people to get trained and come back and work and build our economy. How you think Jamaica will grow if we train people and send them down overseas down work, Damian Crawford? How does that help our country? That is what Damian said will happen under the People's National Party. We have to make sure that the PNP does not form government. We have to make sure that the PNP don't get the hand on the NIR. Because when I hear the word discretionary spending, guys, me go to the people that know more than me. And me inquire the matter. I inquire what is going on. Mark Jefferson Golin said $250 million budget where the government put aside for rainy day. Mark Jefferson Golin and the PNP say they will spend that money. That's the same thing that they did with the Petro-Carib money. When I hear the PNP talking about, we was getting cheap oil from Venezuela, that is false. Labor rights, that is false. The Venezuela could not sell Jamaica the oil no cheaper than the oil price on the market because of OPEC. What Venezuela did was trust with the oil. You know, when you go to a corner shop and you only have $150 and you want your dinner, and you say, Miss Mary, give me the rice and a tin of mackerel, let me get paid Friday, me bring it come give you. When you get paid Friday, you're supposed to put on Miss Mary money if you come pay our Monday. You know what the PNP do? The PNP take the oil at a discounted price and still turn around and name the money and did not pay the rest of the money to Venezuela. The People's National Party took the oil and they were supposed to put away the difference in an account. When the Jamaica Labour Party won the election in 2016 and Manaya checked the account, not $1 was in the account. You don't ask Manaya if you think I lie, me I tell. You don't ask Manayard if you don't think I lie, me I tell. When the Jamaica Labour Party won the election in 2016, and Manayard drafted the account was empty. The PNP was supposed to put on the money. They did not. It It was the Jamaica Labour Party under Dr. Andrew Michael Holness who pay up the rest of money and buy back our shares from Venezuela. And as a speaking of Venezuela, labor rights, did you hear the news today about President Trump planning to put 25% tariff on every country that imports oil from Venezuela? Who heard that thing? When we tell you say Dr. Holness is a visionary, you don't think a joke me I make, When the PNP has spread news of the Jamaica Labour Party turn their eyes and be unkind to Venezuela and not remember good. That is not the case. It wasn't personal. It wasn't personal. Every single time when the Jamaica Labour Party is making a decision, it is for the country. When the government made the decision to buy back the Petrojam shares from Venezuela, it wasn't personal. Yes, we know some Maduro this and that, but it wasn't about Maduro. It was about the country, because we did not want when sanctions start in Venezuela, it would have affected us because we were tied to the hip to them. We didn't want labor rights when sanctions start in Venezuela. It affected us because we were tied to them. So when the government made the decision to buy back our shares, it was for the benefit of the country. It wasn't personal. Guys, can you imagine if we were still embedded with Venezuela, getting all our oil from Venezuela? And when Maduro gone with no, and then with a sanction upon him, that would have affected us. That would have affected us. So when the Prime Minister, when the government of Jamaica under Andrew Michael Holness made the decision, it was for us. It was for the country. But the PNP is so short-sighted. The PNP can't see the vision, and without vision, the people perish. That is why Jamaica always perish under the People's National Party. No, President Trump put out that statement today. I mean, I hear a word from Mia Matley. I don't hear a word from Mia Amor. I don't hear a word from St. Vincent. Don't you know why? But you can't tell me in a chat why we not hear from them two vagabonds yet. Bet when our night chat can type and tell me the 100% answer, the $1 million answer, why we not hear no reaction from them two comrade yet. Bet you can't type in a chat and tell me, Mervis, why we not get a reaction from them today? Because they are purchasing oil from Venezuela. Let me repeat that. Barbados, St. Kitts, I think St. Lucia is purchasing oil from Venezuela as we speak. That's why we don't hear peeps from them. That's why we don't hear peeps from them. Barbados, then St. Lucia, Bali, St. Kitts, they are purchasing oil from Venezuela today. So the Batia go twep. Remember they come out strong and mighty last week, How they not run out yet? How they not run out yet? Guys, I tell you now, man. When Andrew Holness have the pen, when Andrew Holness have the pen, the country is on the pathway to prosperity. When the government of Jamaica made the decision, Bali, to buy back our shares from Petrojam, Philip Palwell, Peter Phillips, Lisa Anna, talking. When we decided to buy back thing from the Petro-Carib deal. They didn't want us to talking about, the US is forcing us. The US now forced me because the US didn't give us $1 to buy back that shares. The US we didn't borrow any money from the United States to buy back our shares. We use our cash dollar, our tax dollar to buy it back. It wasn't a loan from the United States. It was no force. It was the right decision. It was the right decision to protect the people of Jamaica. And guys, let me tell you why it was the right decision. Petrojam is now refining oil for Trinidad. Follow me now, labor rights. Come and be a bright labor rights over here. So we don't work with talking points. We work with brain. But Bali, tell me if me I go off track. If Petrojam was still partly owned by Jamaica, and if Petrojam was still owned by Venezuela and Jamaica, you see, guys, and we get this wonderful deed from Trinidad, don't the profit would have to share? Guys, wanna tell me, if Jamaica did still only own 49% of Petrojam, and this grand idea, this opportunity dropping our lap, don't we would have to share the money with Venezuela? Yes, sir, guys, wanna tell me if me the pan track, man. Tell me if me the pan track. Don't we would have to share with money, Bali? All right, Bali say yes. Me know why nothing else. Thank you very much. We made the right decision. We made the right decision. And Trinidad can't fix the refinery no time soon because Trinidad don't have any money to fix the refinery. And right now the Jamaican government is in talks with Guyana to get some of them oil to refine as well. That is more money in our pockets. That is more money in our pocket when we go to Guyana and start the business with them and start refining some of their oil. That is more dollar for the people of Jamaica to fix more hospitals, to build more schools, to build more roads, and to pay our public sector workers more. Who don't listen to the People's National Party. They have no vision. They have no vision. The argument when them a spin, but US force with US did not force us. Our government made the right decision, Mervis. It was. And I want to tell you, say, when the PNP sell the Petrojam share to Venezuela, you know, guys, they got kicked back, you know. But the thing say, when they sell the shares, it was for us, you know, it was for themselves. It was another sweetheart deal. It was another sweetheart deal to the People's National Party. When they sold the share in Petrojam to Venezuela, the PNP Tapanaris got kickbacks from that. And another thing, guys, you see, when you don't hear the PNP talk about, oh, if I never have certain people in a PNP, why we own a phone? When the PNP gave Digicel the contract to come to Jamaica, the PNP got $100 million as a kickback. Let me tell you something, guys. Anytime the PNP do a deal, then line them pocket, then get kickback, and it is always a sweetheart deal. Anytime the PNP do anything, any contract, any deal, any license, something upon the back end for the People's National Party. No, trying to hear them talk about, thanks to the this and that and one. Oh, they bring in phone in the country, and now we can use phone. Guys, sweetheart deal. You think so the man just come and just get the license? So he had to sweeten the deal. He had to sweeten the deal, and not free. And I just saw the PNP no do not unless they get for them kickback. I want to hear a person like Philip Palwell today on the news. I talk about how the PNP, the Jamaica Labour Party, has failed the people of Jamaica and this and that. And me never listen, guys, I'm one of them I listen to. Not because in lie, but because in daring. When Philip Palwell have no shame, have no integrity, have no moral, classless, shameless. When I hear a shameless individual like Philip Palwell, who sold JPS, him and Percival, who sold JPS to a bankrupt company, and in less than 3 months, the company make $billions and resell it again, and the next company make $billions. When we hear all a man like Philip Palwell talking, guys, we just have to just shake with head. Because we wonder if him delusional for truth, Bali. He must be delusional. Where was this thought for the people of Jamaica when the PNP was selling JPS? Where was it thought for the people of Jamaica in 2016 when Philip Paul was renegotiating the contract? When me hear Philip Paul well talking, guys, me never waste time with him and dignify him with an answer, because Philip Paul is a complete waste of time. Guys, labor rights. Did Julian Robinson go on all angles? Me still ask the question. Me asked it last week. I want to tell me, say a Thursday we just gone with him, would have go on it. Guys, did Julian Robinson went on all angles last week, Thursday? Yes or no? You see me, I tell you no, Bridget. That's why me tell the Jamaica Labour Party, stop going on the Ann Jackson Miller program. She run figure interview Favour and twist Favour word and tell lie on Favour. But I know she not interview Julian and ask him where the money go come from to give every child in Jamaica free lunch. She run go interview Favour and she not interview Julian to ask him where the money go come from to give every single ghetto people free solar panel and buy battery for the solar panels. She run go interview Favour and I know she not call Julian and ask Julian say where the money go come from to give the content creator like Rose, we are spit off of people and Jaden and then the people they shitting a plate people they over TikTok. She don't do no interview with Julian yet. Let me tell you something. Labour rights, members of parliament. Let us treat the Ann Jackson Miller program like a Mark Golding treat Cliff Hughes program. Let me repeat that. Ministers, let us treat the Ann Jackson Miller program like how Mark Golding treat Cliff Hughes program. Because Mark Jefferson Golding is the highest paid politician in the country who has been paid by our tax dollar, and the credible news station can't call him for your interview. But yet still, every minute, the Ann Jackson Miller a call. You see where Mark Golding go spreading lie with you? You see where Mark Golding go spreading lie with you? Over what the man name? When Omar Davis as confident name will help Omar Davis to things at the country. What name? Ralston Ayman, him same one. And over Ralston Ayman, Mark Jefferson Golding go explain the budget. And then hear people are talking about me must listen to it. Mark Golding had the opportunity to stay in our parliament and make it register by Ansard and tell the people of Jamaica how is he going to finance his budget. You not ask me now if you go over Power 106, you go listen to Mark Golding. No. No Labour right, no supposed to go over 106, go listen to Ayman Bridget. No Labour right, not supposed to go over Ranstal Ayman, go listen to Mark Jefferson Golding. That is disrespectful, and that is disrespectful for the people of Jamaica. He had the opportunity to stay in the parliament and explain to the people of Jamaica how his budget will be funded. Instead, in gone over Ranstal Ayman and I asked we the Labour right to come over there. No Labour right not to go over there. And no Labour right now to address nothing when he say over there. If you want to talk to the people of Jamaica, let him stay in the parliament and do it. We don't want you from Ralston Ayman. Ralston Ayman is a part of the team that fenced up the country. Ralston Ayman was a part of the team when Omar Davis with the high interest rate and the map up liquidity. 40,000 businesses went under because of the policies of Ralston Ayman, Omar Davis, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Mark Jefferson Golding, and Percival, Noel, James, Patty Sue. We're not going to Power 106. No Labour right no go over there. And I see one that some advertise. Say Lion Mark Golding go upon Jeffrey program. No Labour right now go over there, go listen to him. And no Labour right now comment under the comment section, because in case you don't know how algorithm work. Well, I want to put negative or positive, it is good for the algorithm. When Mark Jefferson Golding go upon Jeffrey program next week, no Labour right now go over there, go watch it, and no Labour right now comment. If Mark Jefferson Golden wants to address the people of Jamaica, let him go in the parliament and do it. Let him go in the parliament and address the country. We're not follow him up all over the place. We're not going to follow Mark Jefferson Golden over 106 and over Jeffrey and Augustown. He had the opportunity to stay in the parliament and tell the people of Jamaica where will the money come from to build the $2 million house them down at Arnett Garden. Where the money, I mean, here the PNP, them are run with the story, say, Mark Jefferson Golden are going to build house for $3 million and $2 million. You know, see how the PNP done? You know, see how the PNP done? $2 million can't even buy the material to start the house. You know, so the PNP done? It is a sad situation to see how the Mark Golden and the PNP, them dark and full. Our Prime Minister come with common sense policy, sensible policy, $14 million to low-income earners to buy house. We already identified the land out the house and we're going to break ground to make the house them soon. That is common sense. No, we're not Jamaica. We can't make any house for $2 million. Not even the toilet house them where Pat Mora make up a Trelawney no more than $2 million. Not even the toilet one room them where Pat Mora make a Trelawney. No cost $2 million. And the PNP are run around to say that when the PNP farm government, Mark Jefferson Golden are going to provide the land and they're going to build house for low-income earner for $2 million. How fool can you guys be? How stupid can you guys really get? $2 million and $3 million for which house? You cannot say they not own a house in a Bridget. You cannot say they never build nothing in their life, you know. You can know the people who have never built anything in their life. Because if you build something in your life, you know the $2 million can't buy nothing. You know $2 million cannot build nothing. You know $2 million cannot buy material. But the PNP is so gullible. The PNP is so easy for trick. And by the way, guys, we hear the JTA talking about, Mark Golden policy and the teachers sound credible. Of course, they go sound credible to them, Mikhail. Of course, they go sound credible to them because Mark Golden promised them free house, free car, free internet, free laptop, plus discount on a student loan. Of course, they go sound credible. But I want to remind the People's National Party and the teachers, to be exact. Teachers, do you remember when the PNP under Percival and Omar promised you guys house under Operation Pride? Do you remember under Percival when the PNP promised all type of allowances? Do you remember under Percival when the PNP promised salary increase? You remember say all they gave you guys was a wage freeze? You remember that? Teachers, you remember that? So the PNP already sing the song you already too, no? You realize, you remember, so you dance to the rhythm here already. Remember, Operation Pride started because when the PNP couldn't pay the public sector workers, the union said to them, say, look here, we not let you have free, no, we have to give you some land and give you some allowances and give you this. And they say yes. And by the time they done negotiate and done, Operation Pride came into being. And we all remembered what happened with Operation Pride. And speaking of Operation Pride, labor rights, see who come out of retirement. See since the PNP promised to make $3 million house. Read na the Gleaner, one Matalan and one Williams. Those are Mark Golden Tapanari's friends, preparing themselves to benefit from the policies of the People's National Party. Realize that Mark Golden friend them come out of the woodwork. Can remember Mark Golden say when him farm government, him and a bunch of tapanaris. Those are the tapanaris and setting up themselves to come rape and rob and move out our money in our NIR. See? Labor rights will not see, will not read the paper. People are come out of retirement. Chicken Mary, then here. We have to make sure, as our Prime Minister said, that the PNP do not ever, ever, ever get a chance to set back our country again. We need to make sure. Because I don't understand. When Mark Golding promised the teachers them all those things, he have to give to the we have 14,000 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. How much people we have in the JDF? How much we have? Over 200,000, 300,000 public sector workers. The last time Dr. Clark checked, almost 400,000. Plus, we have the government agency workers. Them are going to qualify as well. So we have the teachers, we have the doctors, we have the nurse, we have the police, we have the member of the military, and we have the public civil servant to pay. And Mark Golding is promising them free house, free loan, free car, free Wi-Fi, and free laptop. Plus, Mark Golding is promising 500,000 children free meal. Plus, Damian Crawford is promising one child from every family a degree. Plus, Philip Powell is promised every single poor people are going to get solar, free battery. Plus, Dayton is promising to put a tax on imported food. Plus, the PNP is promising to implement a road maintenance fund. That's a tax again. Plus, the PNP is promising to start a disability fund. Plus, the PNP is promising $1 billion to Rose and Jaden and Pops and Donna and Candy. $1 billion to them. Plus, the PNP is promising $1 billion to the PNP people. 2,000 of them are going to get 500,000 each. If you do what I don't know, because 500,000 can't buy a house. Let me ask you a question, guys. The PNP people who are going to be qualified for the 500,000 to buy a house. Then the people never work a day in their life. 500,000 can't buy a house. You know, see a money that to buy food. You know, see eat a food, something that. Every single aspect of Mark Jefferson Golding budget run with it promises is about giveaway. The PNP has not told the people of Jamaica how them are going to grow the economy. Speaking of economy, here comes weeded Andre Orton in the paper on the weekend, telling the people of Jamaica that the PNP is planning to use the BPO to push growth in our country. Want to hear the PNP? Want to hear the PNP? The CM PNP and the CM Peter Bunting and the CM Andre Orton, who in 2022 was complaining that the BPO is slavery and the BPO people are overworked and underpaid and the BPO people are suffer and blah, blah, black sheep. Now the PNP is coming to tell the country that is the BPO they are planning to use to push growth in our country. Guys, we cannot make this thing up. We cannot make this thing up. The PNP criticize the BPO. I heard with my own ears Peter Bunting and Andre Orton. They say the BPO is low income wages. When the government say unemployment is down, the PNP say when the government count as employment as slavery. BPO and windscreen wiper. And here is the PNP now coming to tell the people of Jamaica say the same BPO them a plan for use. The PNP has no plans. The People's National Party have no policy. They are bankrupt. They are bankrupt. The PNP is planning under Dayton Campbell to put on a little tax for imported goods. Donald Trump is very, very clear. He said any country that implement excessive tariff on United States of America will be tariffed as well. And here comes Dayton Campbell promising to put on tariff on imported food. And guys, let me tell you something. Labor rights and independence and friend over here. So I start my program by explaining to you how Mark Golding dangerous. I don't know if you realize this is because Mark Golding dangerous and reckless and talk anything will come out mouth. You don't know notice the same with the people who line up and him stay. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. Because Mark Golding is so dangerous and so reckless and desperate. All the shadow people them take them cue from Mark Golding. Now, when Ian Eels and the other free one go to the media and tell the people of Jamaica that the water that they're consuming from the Water Commission is contaminated. Tell me what they expect to gain from that. Let's take off. Let me take off my green hat. Guys, I'm going to take off on a green hat and make a reason this out as a Jamaican. When the PNP, Ian Eels, and the other one stand up in front of the media and tell the people of Jamaica that the water that they're consuming is contaminated, can somebody explain to me what the PNP expect to gain from this? Remember, guys, bear in mind, this is the water that the schools are using. This is the water that the hospital is using. How then the PNP think this is beneficial to the country? And how the PNP think this is going to hurt the Jamaica Labour Party when them undermine, put the people, causing fear in the people of the country, all because they want to gain vote? Isn't that crazy? Guys, when you saw the PNP dangerous? When you saw the PNP dangerous and will do absolutely anything to get vote? How can you tell the children at school, them pick me innocent? Me a big dirty labor right, I have my green shirt every day. Me can't fight me buckle. But how can you tell these children at school, guys, say the water where they might use contaminated? How can you be so political stupid? In PNP, the People's National Party don't care about the country. The People's National Party don't care about the well-being of our children. Because if the PNP go up on a public platform and telling the children of Jamaica that the water where they are using at the school is contaminated, that is dangerous. That is dangerous, Ian Ears. You must stop it. You must stop it. You evil. All because you don't want to gain political points. You not go tell my little 9-year-old niece say the water we share use at school is contaminated. That is dangerous. As it showed us that the PNP don't really care about poor people what they claim to say no. Because if me did have my daughter go to school now and the PNP come out and say the water contaminated, me I go buy water, give my pitney to care at school. So they don't really care about the chaos. They don't care about the fear what they're causing at the country. All they want to do is win the election. They are not good for Jamaica, Shane. All they want to do is win the election. How can you tell the children that are going to school, Mark Jefferson Golding and Ian Eels, that the water that they are using is contaminated? Or you expect the pitney to react? You guys are disgraceful. Guys, let me tell you all the PNP wicked. Even if something was wrong with the water, even if something was, because we're not perfect, I don't know, so Michael Manley contaminate all the water table in a town. All the water table in a town where have the clean drinking water. Michael Manley build house there for PNP people. Even though the environmentalists then tell him, say, Michael Manley do not build nothing here. So Michael Manley build house and build the sewage system under the earth and contaminate every single water table in a Kingston. There is no clean water under the earth in a Kingston because of Michael Manley. But let's put that aside. Let's put that aside, guys. Let us say, for example, for argument's sake, the water was contaminated. How irresponsible can you be to be going on a public platform and blurting that out? Even if the water was indeed, you know, say, go to the relevant authority and say, look here, we need to fix this. We need to put out an advisory and advise the whatever. We need to get clean water and truck to the schools. How can you be so reckless and be so dangerous to go on a political platform and tell the children of Jamaica that the water where they might use to wash their hands is contaminated? It might go in an ear and ears. Oh, no, so desperate. Oh, no, so desperate for state power. Our Prime Minister, from the Prime Minister put on the beating for Mark Golding Thursday. I don't hear a soul that talk about Mark Golding budget speech again. From the Prime Minister remind him, say PNP is a workless baby father. Perfect analogy. Worthless baby father who breed you and because you left him, he stop minding pitney. And when you was a single parent, send your pitney go to school and pay for evening school and your pitney pass up then subject and graduate from graduation, you see them come bout them a clap, clap, clap. When the pitney graduate from university, you see them come. And when your pitney get job, you see them come bout them are going to say, me daughter, you can't fill me prescription. That is the People's National Party. That was a perfect analogy when the Prime Minister gave. That is very good. That is the People's National Party. They don't sow no corn, but they want to reap it. They don't sow no seed. That is the People's National Party. Talking about the PNP responsible for fiscal and policy and economy. Nothing like that. I'm glad the Prime Minister set the record straight. Exactly, Bertie. That's the same water the hotels are using when Mark Golding and Ian Ailes tell the country that the water is contaminated. How does that help our country when tourists stop come because our water is contaminated? How that help the economy? The PNP is dangerous. The People's National Party is dangerous. When you put it out there that the water that the hotels are using is contaminated, Mark Jefferson Golding, what are you doing to the country? What are you doing to the economy? You don't prefer to burn down the country because you don't get to lead it. You don't prefer to burn down the economy because you can't get to the hand on the NIR. We have to make sure that the People's National Party does not form government. When the Prime Minister reminded Mark Golding about FinSac, he wore on his head. Mark Golding wasn't talking to nobody on the phone because he never have any glasses. Mark Golding wasn't doing anything on the phone and shame. He wore on his head like a pig in a mud. A shame when the Prime Minister remind him that him, Mark Jefferson Golding and Peter Bunting made their money on the back of poor people because when the other companies were going under during FinSac, the government of Jamaica and the PNP bail out DBNG. Not only did they bail out DBNG, they used taxpayer money to help DBNG to buy a bank, and we did not get that money. They gave the DBNG a loan to buy the bank, and we did not get back that money. DBNG was the only company that got a bailout from the People's National Party. So when the Prime Minister was reminding him a wall on his head on the phone, I shame you, Mark Golding. You know, so when you talk about the Prime Minister, sit down and I look in your face. You know, so when you don't tell you a lie, or the Prime Minister just sit down and I look on you. Exactly all. The Billy Craig Bank, the government of Jamaica, Omar Davis used taxpayer money to buy that bank for you. Omar Davis used our tax dollar to buy that bank for you, and we did. Where is that money? That was a loan from the government, for the people of Jamaica, that we did not agree to. The people of Jamaica did not give Omar Davis any permission to give you guys that loan. What made DPNG so special? 40,000 business went under, and DBNG was the only company that got a loan from the government. DBNG got a sweetheart deal from Omar Davis and Percival. You, Mark Jefferson Golding, made your money on the back of poor people. You need to come out and apologize to the people of Jamaica. You need to come out and apologize to the people of Jamaica, because you benefited from other people's sorrows. When other people business was going under, people analyzed themselves, people had to run away. You and Bunting got we never got the government no permission. Free money. The government buy that bank for you. The government spend most of the money to buy the bank. And when it turn around, and who own the bank? What can go so? What can go so, Mark Golding? How is it that the people of Jamaica spend the most money to buy the bank and turn around and who own the bank? What can go so? Omar Davis used our tax dollar to buy Billy Craig Bank for you. Then you come and go talk about, oh, you make your money already, you're not come for scrape. You're not for come for scrape already because Omar Davis fixed you up already. Omar Davis made sure you was fine. Omar Davis made sure you was fine. You need to come and apologize to the people of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding. You and Omar Davis and Percival Noel, James Pattiso need to come and apologize to the people of Jamaica. 40,000 businesses went under. And remember, Michael Manley already crashed the economy from the time when he did a government from the 1980s, 1970s, sorry, Remember, Michael Manley already crashed the economy from the 1970s, spend half every dollar in the NIR. Use the money and send and give free education. And when the people them done, and then like the policy when I come with intelligence, if you go on overseas, you don't need them. Remember, under Michael Manley, garment factory had to close down because Michael Manley never understand. Remember, under Edward Seaga, Jamaica was the net provider for night gown into the United States market. Remember, under Edward Seaga, Jamaica, our garment company was providing every single night gown for the United States of America. And when Michael Manley win the election, Michael Manley mash up the wall of that. And the people then pack up like thief in the night and run Ghana, down the Philippines because of Michael Manley. So it's not the first time the PNP crashed the economy. Then crash it under Michael Manley. And then crash it under Percival. And now you, Mark Golding, want to come crash it again. We will not allow it. We will not allow it, Mark Golding. We, the people of Jamaica, will not allow you. You already beard. You already line your pocket. You already got rich. What you grown? Keep your composure. Has your word. The PNP will never get the opportunity to set back our country again. The PNP will never get the opportunity to set back our country again. We are not going back. And before me close, guys, and the people who ask if me are calling, you can't give me one call, but me I tell them me can't stay long tonight, guys, because me have something to do. But guys, me never did go talk about the minimum wage, because I'm so tired of talking about the minimum wage. I am so tired of explaining minimum wage to the people of Jamaica, Bridget. Minimum wage means the minimum amount an employer can give an employee for their salary. Jesus. We lost an entire generation because of Percival, guys. Minimum wage. Guys, me have the phone in my hand because I don't want to accuse me of not answering the phone. See, I have it. Minimum wage means the minimum amount what the employers can pay you. No. Me hear the PNP talk about livable wage. Me hear the PNP, Mark Golden and Juliad talk about livable wage. Now, how do we determine what is livable wage? Because as far as me know, everybody living expenses are not the same. Depends on your household and depends on the bills that you have to pay. Everybody living expenses are different. So how do we determine what is a livable wage? Ima Golin and Julian, how do we do that? I want to know to Bali. What is a livable wage? I don't understand. I don't understand. What is a livable wage? Because me, for example, me not a picnic in school. So what would that be my livable wage? Me have light bill, me have water bill, me have internet bill, and me have grocery. And in case more discretionary spending. What would that be my livable wage? As opposed to a parent, we have 3 picnic gas school. As opposed to a parent, we have rent. As opposed to a parent, we have mortgage. How do we decide what is livable wage? You know, say the PNP now no plan. You know, say the PNP now no policy. Because if a small business earner, for example, you have a person who make t-shirt and sell. Like somebody who sell them t-shirt and print JLP pan it, right? And the person, I want 2 person to help them to stitch on the name pan it and to take in order. How much money you think that small business owner can pay? Then 2 person to help them in that small business, Mark Golden. How much money do you suggest those person that the employer they can pay me for work? Can me say livable wage, Let me tell you something, guys. We need to stick to the evil way. You see the PNP now? You see the PNP now, guys? The PNP is just, you saw me see it? And I could be wrong. Oh, I see it. The PNP has said anything and everything to win the election. Oh, me see it? The PNP knows say it cannot work like that. But because they want to win, can remember, Omar Davis say, run with it and fix it later. Remember, Mark Golden say, vote for me and you can go and go kill each other when you're not done. So, all me see it, guys. The PNP has said anything. They're not serious. They're not serious. They are saying anything in order to win the election. Them know. Said there's no way on earth the country can run like how them say it. Them know. So it is impossible to run with all those social programs. They know. They know that because Mark Golden and Peter Bunting run business. So they know that. So it is for us to put all the information out there and let the people of Jamaica decide who are the 3-card trick man and who are the truth. It is for us to explain to the people of Jamaica Give me notice, Bali. Them always say, oh, minimum wage. And when you ask them, how much do you suggest minimum wage should be? They can't tell you. Because they cannot tell a woman who employ somebody to stay with them if you go to work, say they must pay $20,000 a week. There's no way a person working at a call center or a person working at a bank teller, can pay somebody $20,000 to keep them baby per week. No way. Because that is 80,000, 20, 40, that is 80,000 a month. No way a bank teller can pay somebody 20,000 a week to keep them baby. No way a person that is working in government agency, down a tax officer anyway, can pay somebody 20,000 a week to keep them baby. No way. Because they're not getting more than 100. The least them are getting them salary about 160,000 after tax. So if they pay $80,000 to keep them baby, how much for their rent? How much for their food? Not even teacher can pay that. Not even teacher can pay that lifestyle. Not even teacher can pay 20,000 a week for somebody keep them baby. What is the PNP talking about? 20,000 a week. Not even teachers. That's 80,000 a month. That is 80,000 a month, Bali. How them going to pay that? That's half of their salary. I remember they don't pay their light bill yet. They don't pay their water bill. I don't know, say teacher love trust, so they have a couple loan for pay. I remember say teacher love sending people to go to prep school, so they have school fee for pay. I remember say teacher love at up themselves, so they have their 40-inch bus down for buy. They cannot afford it. That is why we hear people talk about, oh, the minimum wage, 16,000. Me ask them the question, but let me say, how much do you suggest? How much do you suggest that the government pay minimum wage per week? What is your suggestion? They can't give us any answer. And the Andrew Holness government said, go on a heart. Go to heart and get a skill. Preferable in electrician, plumbing, construction, engineer, computer technician. Those are the areas you should go and get skill in. When not finished, jobs will be there. Go and go get certified. Leave the minimum wage work, to leave the fast food work to people who just left school and want to little work. You see, when the Jamaica Labour Party win the election, guys, I am predicting this. Guys. When the Jamaica Labour Party win the third term, by the end of our third term, the fast food restaurants now go have no full-time worker. If the young people pay attention and go upskill themselves, the fast food restaurants will only have part-time workers. The fast food restaurants will only have people between 18 and 21, people who want to take a break from school. No big great one adult now go there and place a work again. If the young people them go and go upskill themselves, go and go get a skill, construction, electrician, plumbing, something in computer, go and get a skill. And if you want to know any young people anywhere, whether they be PNP or JLP, tell them, go and get a skill. The Art Trust NTA certificate can use right across the Caribbean and in Bermuda as well. Go and get a skill. Nobody is coming to help. And those days are over. And those days are over. Go and get a skill. Because the way Mark Jefferson Golden lie. The way Mark Jefferson Golden lie, guys. You can't trust nothing when he say. You cannot believe not a word coming out of Jefferson's mouth. Because everything when remember Jefferson said he renounced in British citizenship from July, and by August in done. And here Darrell Vaz come and tell me it is impossible to complete the process in 1 month. We cannot believe a single word that Mark Jefferson Golding said. It is so sad. We can't believe Mark Jefferson Golding. When Mark Jefferson Golding tell the PNP people that the government take a 300% increase, him and the minister, when you, Mark Jefferson Golding, is the highest paid politician in the country, we cannot believe you. We can't believe you, Mark Golding. When Mark Golding tell the people of Jamaica that the government changing the constitution to take away the rights from the opposition, that is not true. Anytime Mark Golding open his mouth is lies after lies after lies. How can we trust baby Trump? How can we trust baby MAGA? Nothing what Mark Golding says is truth. Nothing that Mark Jefferson Golding says we can believe. And I want to ask the teachers this in closing. Somebody asked me for the number. Erica put up the number. Now you know, so sometimes I don't remember it. Somebody want to tell Mark Jefferson Golding this. And I want to point out specifically to the teachers. Because I am confident. Although guys, me not really want to say not because you know me not, but I am open. Let me say I'm open. I am open that the JCF and the JDF, the number is 658, that's the area code, 658-212-5178. 658-212-5178. Guys, I am open that the JCF and the JDF vote wisely. And if you don't have any family member that is a member of the JDF and the JCF, you know, tell them vote wisely. Because when the PNP was in government, they could not even buy shot to give them for use. When the PNP was in government, they used to have a sheer helmet. When the PNP was in government, they used to have a sheer ballistic vest. When the PNP was in government, rat and roach and rodents were pulling them out of the police stations. When the PNP was in government, the members of the JCF never have running water, never have internet, never have the sort of drop both, never have bathroom facility, never have a kitchen and a kettle and a microwave. I expect the members of the JCF and the members of the JDF to vote wisely. I am imploring the members of the JCF to don't vote against yourself. Do not vote against your well-being. Because when the PNP was in government, you guys had no police vehicle. You guys have no equipment to use. So if you don't know anybody in the JCF, if you don't have any family member, if you don't have any friend, if you don't have any cousin, point it out to them. Remember, ask how things were under the People's National Party. Under the PNP, when gunman pinned down the members of the JCF in our community, them have to call for the JDF with the helicopter to come help them. Now, when the members of the JCF are roll out, they roll out with a team. When you see SWAT coming, we say trouble there. When you see Sea-Tacker come, you know say trouble today, and they come with Jeep load of them. They come with Jeep load of them. Then a ramp. Right now, the criminal them are run like a thief from the JCF. The criminals are in hiding from the JCF. When the criminal them see police, them a come now. They start to run. So if you don't have any family member, any friend, remind them of how things were under the People's National Party. Me know the teacher them ungrateful. Me know the teacher them ungrateful. And them always have vote against for them well-being. Even though I don't really want to say that, you know, because a lot of JLP teacher reach out to me and say, Munchibi, me say anti-teacher, ever course teacher, but what if we did there, we're going to vote for Andrew. So, me don't really want to teacher them too hard because they reach out to me, Charmaine, and then tell me, say, me need to take my foot off of their neck because I whole heap of them out there and they're going to do them best to vote for Andrew Holness because they see the work. They reach out to me. Yes, they are grateful. And yes, they want the government to go borrow money to pay them. They don't remember the days when private sector used to pay them. They don't remember the days when private sector used to pay them. So they want me. The medical doctor them here, so they don't vote. So me never look on them. The doctors and the nurse, then them barely vote. Them barely. But the teachers and the police and the members of the JDF, remember which government gave you the highest salary increase. And even though no one pretend so no get none, me know so no get. And who know so no get. I don't know, so there's more money where that came from. Because our government is paying on the debt to free up the money to pay up more money. So no stick with the Jamaica Labour Party and stick with Andrew Michael Holness. Because no other government has done more for public sector workers than the Jamaica Labour Party. No other government has given you guys more resources, more salary, upgrade more police station, upgrade more schools, more hospital than the Jamaica Labour Party. And that is a fact. You cannot discredit that. So guys, people in the diaspora want to reach out to a family member in the nursing sector, in the teaching facility, in the police, everything, and let them know, do not cut off on a nose to spoil on a face. Yeah, Andrew Holness not perfect. The government not perfect. They not get everything right, but they got more things right than wrong. They got more things right than wrong. And I don't know how me end my life. I'm going to talk about my baby. Rural bus company. What name? Rural buses for the children in rural Jamaica. And guys, you don't know me come from country, you know. I'm passionate about that, you know. You don't know so I'm passionate about that. Because I don't know when me go to school at the Percival, me have to wake up 3 o'clock a morning time for tidy, for catch vehicle, for come a papi in. So I don't know time I hear about rural bus system. I don't know so my skin catch a fire. And a long time me a call for it. So I want to big up Darrell Vaz. I want to big up Dr. Holness. The buses are coming. The buses are coming to rural Jamaica. Let me plug out here now. The buses are coming. Guys, I'm excited because I know what it is like to live a country. And if you sit down in a lap, to go home at evening time, whether you like it or not, you have to lap up. Whether you like it or not, you have to lap. That's one of the reasons why I left country, you know, guys. When my daughter was 6 years old, that is one of the reasons why I left country, you know, Gertrude. Because I never want my daughter to lap up in a no bus. Me never want my daughter to sit down in nobody lap. That is why I leave country. Thank you, Darrell Vaz. Thank you very much. Rural buses are coming for poor people, Pitney. Rural buses are coming September morning. Buses will be deployed all over rural Jamaica for the children of Jamaica. Big up Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. And big up Darrell Vaz. Transformational. Boy, I'm telling you, guys, since Darrell Vaz gone at the ministry, boy, me I tell you, Darrell Vaz, boy, me I tell you, Darrell Vaz, but the rest of them look like they're not try. Eh? Since Darrell Vaz gone at the ministry, Darrell Vaz, the rest of them look like they never did a try, me not lie. Eh? Darrell Vaz, me have to give him props. Rural buses are coming. And me say the taxi man, them both them are protests because the government put JOTC bus from Nagoze to Spanish Town. But no easy. No easy, taxi man. So the children enough to sit down comfortable if you go to school and come home. The children enough to sit down in an AC. The taxi man no easy. Everything on a ball. The one little bus on the route now stop on the food, you just greedy. You just greedy. Every country, every child in Jamaica deserve a comfortable and a safe transportation to school. Every child in Jamaica, it is their constitutional right. It is their constitutional right to get a comfortable and a safe vehicle to carry them to school. And that is what the government of Jamaica is providing. You relax on yourself. Relax on yourself. Enough is there for everyone. You now go distract Darrell Vaz. You now go distract the Jamaica Labour Party. More buses are coming. More buses are coming. You can go and carry adults and leave the bus for the schoolers. And in closing, guys, one big up Dr. Kevin Blake. I want to take the opportunity tonight to big up Dr. Kevin Blake, Commissioner of Police. Jamaica, born and bred. And at the PNP time, no Jamaican couldn't get at the job there. Then go all over the Commonwealth to go find people. Then bring Shields, then bring the other man from England, then bring the other man from Ireland, all over. We want to big up Commissioner Blake. Commissioner Blake, on behalf of the people of Jamaica and the labor rights, we want to tell you thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your dedication, and thank you for putting in the work to make Jamaica people feel safe. For the first time in 9 years, the people of Jamaica feeling a sense of, safe, and we feel at ease. And by the way, guys, the United States of America upgrade Trinidad to level 3 because of the crime and because of state of emergency. You want to hear that? The government of Jamaica moved Trinidad to level 3 because of the level of crime over there and because they have to implement state of emergency. They are warning their people not to go there. You see that? And that the PNP want for Jamaica, And that the PNP want for Jamaica. That is why every time when the police kill one of the criminal and the dirty corner boy, they run out and talk about, extrajudicial killing. And that the PNP want. You know why Jamaica not the panelists? Because of the work of the hard-working men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It's because of the work of Dr. Kevin Blake. That is why Jamaica is not on that list. So we want to big up Commissioner Blake and we want to thank him for the hard work. It is because of the work of Commissioner Blake and the government to an extent, because the government of Jamaica provided the resources and provided the money to buy what the JCF needed. So we want to big him up and we want to ask the Lord to continue to guide him and protect him and cover Dr. Blake. Thank you, Dr. Blake, for your hard work. Thank you for your service. Me in a central Manchester, me feel safe. Me can't tell when me is somebody dead at Central. Erica, when last year somebody dead now we parish. Can't tell when last year somebody dead at Central Manchester. Thank you to the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Keep up the good work. And a lot of us is behind you. A lot of us is supporting you. Even though the Jamaicans for junta and the PNP try to cause mischief, the well-thinking Jamaican people support you. The private sector support you. See, Michaela remind me, murder down 35%, crime overall down 19.7%. Thank you, Commissioner Blake. Thank you to the hard-working members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And thank you very much to Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. The third term is loading. Guys, Mrs. No now call me, which is good coming in mind. Come and tell me so me have something to do. And plus me go come over TikTok. You know TikTok are where we meet. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. 411 people are watching me and only 217 people click like. That means say the rest of them are PNP people. PNP, you can't click the like too, no, because you know me not over here tell no lie. You know say over here I want to come and hear the facts. So when you come here, you can't click the like, you know, comrade. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes, Bertie, me not forgot the JDF. Me not forgot the JDF because the JDF are the work too. The JDF are the work too. Me not forget them. I mean, guys, 2 years ago, when crime was spiraling out of control, the PNP, every time they open their mouth, they ask the crime plan. When last you hear they use the word crime plan? When last you hear the PNP use the word crime plan? Yeah, man, from Commissioner Blake slap Michael Jackson, she no come back out yet. Yes, Al, I'm going on TikTok. From Commissioner Blake slap Michael Jackson, we don't see her back from that. Talking about government, about police are kill too much people. Like say when the criminal them are kill all the people and are killing innocent people. Just today, there was a drive-by shooting somewhere in Kingston. I don't hear from Michael Jackson. I don't hear from the NIA. I don't hear from Peter Bunting. I don't hear from the PNP. Make other one police kill somebody here, then run and come out. Any out was a PNP slap when dirty corner boy one criminal. You just see them run out and attack. But Lord, in the calm. Once on raise on a gun against any member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, judge our maker. Judge our maker. And we, the labor right, would have prefer maker. But we just say that because that's how we stay. But judge our maker. When you guys will not be allowed to take over our country. You guys will not be allowed to bring back Jamaica to hold the PNP at it in 1996 when Percival at Jamaica as a murder capital of the world. We will never go back there. Never. So we want to thank Commissioner Blake and we want to thank Commissioner Anderson as well because him put in the foundation and Commissioner Blake can grow it. So thank you very much. And guys, thank you for your support. Guys, please share my live and make the platform continue to grow. Please click on the like button, share the live, subscribe. Thank you for your service. Guys, me tell you no, me no want to go into no details. I tell you no again about the stream up, the stream yard. Me tell you no story now. And me tell you the story them me tell you no. So me not tell you no nothing. Me give up. I give up. Me not have no more story to tell. Thank you, guys, and good night. Good night, Bridget.